Hello, and welcome to this episode of the U.S. Treasury Department series on reporting for the State and Local Fiscal Recovery Fund Program, or SLFRF program, which is a part of the American Rescue Plan. My name is Chris, and I'm the Acting Associate Director for Data and Reporting with the Office of Recovery Programs. In this video, we're going to go over the two pathways that you can use to create an account within the Treasury Reporting Portal and demonstrate how to set up an account in each of the ways. So let's jump right in. Before I go into the demonstration though, it's important to note that Treasury has published the SLFRF compliance and reporting guidance, as well as user guides for reporting and other supporting documents that are available on the Treasury website. I highly encourage you to read and review these resources in addition to watching these videos. So the first method of creating your account and accessing the Treasury portal is through what's called ID.me. I'm going to talk a little bit about what ID.me is. First, ID.me is Treasury's provider for creating a certified digital identity for SLFRF recipients. Currently, all users must use ID.me in order to submit applications for funding through Treasury's portal. Now, if you've previously submitted applications for funding in order to get your jurisdiction's SLFRF award, you've already gone through the ID.me process. As part of that process, in order to certify your digital identity, some personal information is required. This is to protect both Treasury and your jurisdiction from the possibility of fraud. But in addition to submitting funding applications, ID.me can also be used to access the Treasury portal to complete compliance reports, which is the focus of this video series. There's a three-step process to receive verified credentials from ID.me, and the process should take generally about 10 minutes for most people. The three key steps here are verifying your email, setting up a two-factor authentication process, and then verifying your identity. Written documents and instructions for doing all of this are available on Treasury's website and at the link posted on the screen. You can also reach the link directly through the Treasury website at www.treasury.gov/SLFRP reporting. Now on the screen here is the link for logging into the Treasury portal via ID.me. We'll click on it in a second, run through the process of setting up an account. But before that, it's also important to mention that even after creating your account through ID.me, it'll be important to work with the official or staff person from your jurisdiction who is designated as the SLFRF account administrator. That's in order to make sure that your email address and your account is linked correctly to your jurisdiction and that you have the right user roles in place to do what you need to both for reporting and other processes. If you have questions about user roles in the portal, please view our related video in this series focused on designating user roles. So if you click the link present in the previous slide, you'll be brought to this landing page, which is the login page for the Treasury portal through ID.me. If this is your first time here, you have to create an account via the Create Account button up top here. So you click it, goes into this page, which allows you to enter in an email. For the purposes of this video, I have a test email address that I'm going to use here just to show how the process works. And then you're going to be required to enter a password. So I'll go ahead and enter a password here and then enter the same password again. Accept the terms and then scroll down to click Create an Account. And you'll notice that it's offered notification that it's sent an email address with a confirmation link. And in order to do that, you'll need to go view the email that was sent. If you did things correctly, you should have gotten an email that looks something like this. If you click the bright blue button that says confirm your email, you'll be taken back to the ID.me page. And just like that, you'll see a screen that says your email has been confirmed. Now it lets you know that you can go back, sign in with your email address to begin the process of verifying your identity. Once you've confirmed your email address, you'll be brought to this page to secure your account and choose one of the multi-factor authentication methods available. The easiest process would be to associate your ID.me account with a phone number to receive text messages or phone calls, but you can also access one of these other options here. We're just going to get text message or phone call. You can opt in for a phone number here that allows you to receive a text message. Once you've entered a phone number and you selected text message or phone call, you'll get a one-time code that you can use to enter in the 6-digit code here. Now you'll be brought to the screen where you can begin verifying your identity using personal IDs and documentation. I know for many of you, this level of verification is beyond what's typically necessary to set up online accounts. And in this case, the level of verification through ID.me, again, reflects the fact that ID.me login allows access to request and apply for funding. And these verification steps are meant to help prevent the possibility of fraud, waste, and abuse of these funds. So the 3 verification methods you'll see here on the screen are: 1, to provide a photo of your driver's license or state ID, provide a photo of your passport, or a photo of your passport card. In all 3 of these options, you will subsequently be asked to enter in your social security number in the field provided. So for the sake of the example, we're going to go into uploading a photo of your driver's license or state ID. You'll see on the screen here that you have the option to choose what document you are uploading a photo of and decide whether you want to take a photo directly through your smartphone or upload an image that you currently have saved on your device. Now, for the purposes of this exercise, I'm not going to upload anything here for personal identification, but we'll skip ahead to what the subsequent screens look like. Now, given the nature of the personal identification and verification required, I won't be able to demo the rest of the process from screen to screen as it pertains to you directly and the specific documents involved. But if you follow the on-screen prompts, they will help you complete the verification process in order to get your access. After providing photos of your IDs and the social security number in the field requested, you may also be requested to provide a selfie photo of yourself using your mobile phone. There will be a place to upload that image directly. If those documents fail to verify your identification, there will be an option for you to verify your ID with a video call with a representative from ID.me. So be on the lookout for that in case there are any issues with your verification process. But if you've done all of that correctly, you'll be brought to a page that looks similar to what I have on the screen here, and it'll summarize your verification information and allow you an option to click continue at the bottom. And if you click continue, it'll bring you right to the Treasury Portal. And having clicked on continue, I arrive here. This should look very familiar to you if you've already gone through the portal to view your applications. This, again, logging in through ID.me allows you to see both your submissions for funding as well as your compliance reports. So that summarizes the process for creating an account and logging into the Treasury Portal through id.me. If you have any additional questions, please reach out to the email address slfrp@treasury.gov for additional info. Next, we'll cover the process for creating an account and logging into the Treasury Portal using login.gov. Now, I'll say we've heard the feedback at Treasury from recipients such as yourself about an easier way to log in and access the portal. We just went over id.me, and it does require a little bit more personal identification and process in order to log into the portal, just for doing something as simple as reporting on your SLFRF funds. With that feedback in mind, Treasury has made login.gov available for SLFRF recipients of all types to access the portal. Similar to what I said at the beginning of the video, login.gov will only allow you to access the Treasury Portal in order to report on your use of SLFRF funds. It will not give you access to submitting or viewing your application for funding. But even still, it does offer a much simpler way to review and submit your reports. It's similar to a very quick 3-step process to receive your credentials for login.gov, and the process should take no more than 5 minutes for most people. All you'll need is to identify the account administrator for your specific Treasury program at your jurisdiction. Make sure that they are aware that you're creating a login.gov account and that they properly link you in the portal with the account for the jurisdiction as a whole. If you want more info about account administrator roles and how to designate roles, please view our related video on designating portal roles. The link will be provided in the description. The second step is to, as I said, make sure that the account administrator has pre-registered you and set you up to be linked with the viewable records for your jurisdiction. Lastly, navigate to the link provided here on the slide. It'll also be available in the login.gov instructions on the Treasury website to begin creating your account. The only thing you'll need to create an account with login.gov is your email address. You won't need any other personally identifiable documentation, screenshots, no need to take a selfie, just your email address. So with that, we'll go in and show you how it's done. So if we use the hyperlink in the previous slide, we'll be directed to this page for login.gov, which is the entryway to the Treasury Portal through login.gov. And you'll see the Department of the Treasury logo and information displayed here. We're going to click on the Create an Account button to get started. And like I mentioned before, the most important thing here is to have an email address that we can use. For the purposes of this video, I have a randomly generated email address, which I'll be using for this tutorial. You can select the language you want to use and make sure that you click on the box to accept the rules of use. You can click Submit. And again, similar to ID.me, I got a notification that an email is sent to this email address. Once you've gone into your email and click the Confirm Your Email Address button that got sent from login.gov, you'll be automatically sent to this page where you can create a password for your account. And make sure you use a strong password here so that all the the bars show the password string. You can click continue. Lastly, you need to similarly set up a multi-factor authentication method. In this case, I will choose to use a text or voice message to get a text message with a code each time. And if you've done that, you can scroll down and click continue. Similar to ID.me, you'll be presented with a screen to enter in a phone number, and you can choose whether to receive a text message with a code or have a phone call be delivered with the code itself. So go ahead, enter your phone number, and then click send code. Once you receive your security code to the phone number provided, you can go ahead and type it in here. And click submit. Great. And that's all you need to do to create an account with login.gov. And you'll see that login.gov has automatically associated the phone number with the account you've created, and the Treasury Department will use this information to connect your account with login.gov with the jurisdiction's account in our Treasury Portal. So go ahead and click agree and continue. So if you've done everything correctly, you'll be redirected to the Treasury Portal's homepage as you've seen here on the screen. Important to note, I mentioned before, but through login.gov, you'll only be able to access the compliance reporting records of your jurisdiction. You won't be able to see the submissions for funding applications that your jurisdiction might have also received or submitted. That will only be accessible through ID.me. But you have everything you need now with a login.gov account to start entering in your reports and submitting your reports. So that's the overview of how to create an account with login.gov. Again, it's much simpler. All you need is a few minutes and an email address, and you're all set. So great, and thank you for watching this video on how to set up your account.